How do we know? How do we decipher whether or not we are walking in the fear of the Lord? One of the key indicators is your perspective on compromise. What is your perspective on compromise? You see, when you have lost sensitivity to the consequences of sin, the fear of the Lord is absent. Now, when I talk about sin, you see, the Bible defines sin as missing the mark. When we, embrace the very things that we know in our hearts, nobody needs to tell us. It's not about the law. It's not about, thus says the Lord, right? When you know in your heart that something you're entertaining is against the delight of God, that God does not delight in what you're participating in, that God does not delight in what you're doing, and you're okay with it, the fear of the Lord is absent. Here's the thing, right? You just asked me, how do I do more for God? But that's the wrong question. It's never about how do I do more for God, because then it becomes work-based. Anything that we do for God should be the overflow of intimacy with God. You see, we are called to be partners with Christ for the purpose of the kingdom. And when you move from intimacy, then you're not searching social media. You're not searching, what's the next big thing that someone else did and how do I mimic that to do it in the name of God? No, it should come from the place of intimacy, because outside of intimacy, you don't want to be the person that Jesus says, get away from me. I never knew you. You did all these things in my name, but I never knew you. I was never with you in it. I was never one with you. And that is pointing us to the reality that anything that we do for God should flow from a place of relationship and intimacy with God.